Mr. Halley, you are recognized for 5 minutes for your opening statement.
Chairman Hudson, Ranking Member Matsui, and members of the subcommittee, thank you for holding this important and timely hearing. I'm pleased to be here on behalf of the Wireless Infrastructure Association, the principal organization representing the companies that design, build, own, and operate the infrastructure that powers America's mobile and fixed wireless networks. WIA member efforts to deploy and upgrade wireless infrastructure are directly affected by permitting decisions daily, and we welcome the opportunity to share our perspective. Whether it's from the front seat of your car, your own car, or perhaps an autonomous taxi, inside a stadium, on a manufacturing floor, streaming a movie from the comfort of your couch, or while responding to an emergency, access to wireless communications is essential. Wireless connectivity is at the core of every sector of our technology-driven economy. That's why it is so important that the United States is, and that we remain, the global leader in wireless. I'm here today first to share the good news of the American wireless success story. Where we're getting our spectrum and our infrastructure policies right, it is working. Wireless carriers and their infrastructure partners are investing billions annually to close coverage gaps and add network capacity. Mobile broadband speeds are up, way up. Prices are down. Enterprises are increasingly turning to advanced private wireless connectivity, and it's fixed wireless broadband service that's leading the charge to close the digital divide in rural communities, with 13 million homes now connected with 5G fixed wireless home broadband service. These networks will also serve as the foundation for the next technology revolution. Powerful advancements will be driven by artificial intelligence, technology that will be integral to the operation of wireless networks, and new applications and services that will be made possible by those networks. But I'm also here with a cautionary message. Our future success is not guaranteed. It depends on the adoption of smart infrastructure policies that unleash the full power of commercial spectrum. In the months and years ahead, we will collectively focus on the importance of winning the global AI race. And as we continue to reap the benefits of 5G, we will also chart a path towards winning the race to 6G. The reality is that neither of those races can be won unless we win both. The champion will be the country that ushers in an era of unmatched productivity and economic growth and leads advances in national security. That's why this hearing is so important. Congress, led by this subcommittee, already passed landmark legislation earlier this year, providing a pipeline of 800 megahertz of full power licensed spectrum for commercial use. That was a big deal. And there's still a lot of work to be done to free up this spectrum. The deployment of 6G is expected to start by the end of this decade, and the US mobile industry will need access to at least 600 megahertz by then, just to keep pace globally. So whether it's a macro tower, a small cell, on a rooftop, inside of a building, the full potential of that spectrum depends on access to wireless infrastructure. We are ready to get to work to build that infrastructure that Congress has called for. At the local level, this will mean having coverage sufficient to provide access to life-saving connectivity and enough capacity to take advantage of the full capabilities of 5G and future 6G networks. On the global stage, it's the difference between winning the AI race and standing on the sidelines. WIA seeks a national wireless infrastructure permitting framework, one that respects the important role of local governments and federal agencies in infrastructure siting. In fact, the local government role is essential for the sustainability of the wireless infrastructure ecosystem. We welcome an effective partnership with local governments. Specifically, we need a permitting framework that is predictable, proportionate, and transparent. And the good news is we're not starting from scratch. Building off of legislation, the FCC, in a highly bipartisan manner over the past decade, has adopted a series of rules consistent with these principles. The legislation being considered by this subcommittee today would codify those important bipartisan actions and strengthen the rules of the road. WIA urges Congress to create the certainty our industry and our government partners need to build the networks of today and tomorrow. I know that we all share that goal of connecting every single community. So let's work together to get the job done. Thank you very much.
Thank you.